Welcome back to Thriving Teen Tuesday. I am so excited. The Tuesdays are going and I hope y'all are thriving, okay? So today we are talking about girlfriends and boyfriends. What is a girlfriend, boyfriend? What does that look like? Is that something I want to partake in? And what does it take to have a successful relationship? So we're going to dive a little bit deeper, so stay tuned. If you're interested in more videos like this, please make sure you subscribe and follow, share with a friend, share with your parents, okay? All of this is good for everybody. So make sure you're not being selfish and keeping it to yourself. One is definitely finding out, are you ready for a relationship? Have you done self-growth, self-love, self-evaluation? You've thought about everything that you have on your plate. Does it allow for somebody else to be added on? Because remember, when you go into a relationship, the other person also comes with their load and it gets added to you sometimes. And it's very important that your load is balanced as best as possible. There's no such thing as 100% balance, but it's balanced as best as possible that allows somebody else to be able to have an input into that. And also working on yourself. Are you actually ready? Mentally, are you ready? A lot of times we get into relationships and our headspace is not there. So make sure you're doing your words of affirmation, building yourself up and recognizing that you need to be able to love yourself first before anybody can even like you like that, okay? So you can't go liking somebody like that if you don't like yourself. So please like yourself, love yourself. It is very, very important. It's also very important that you set expectations and boundaries. Expectations for yourself and boundaries for yourself, and then expectations and boundaries for your relationship. So expectations and boundaries for yourself would look like, okay, so in a relationship, I don't want to go beyond this point, that point. I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to give up my beliefs or my whatever is important to me. So it's be able to communicate that to the person and let them know these are the things that I am firm on, that I'm not willing to compromise on, and these are my expectations on you. I have the boundary of we can't hang out after a certain time, or we can't do X, Y, and Z. So it's very important that you let them know up front, so then that way they know what they're getting themselves into, okay? It's very, very important. And then also understanding what is a girlfriend and what is a boyfriend. So you're basically picking somebody else to join you in life. So it doesn't have to be long term. At your age, I'm not expecting you guys to be in a relationship that lasts forever. It doesn't mean that you can't be in a relationship that lasts forever. However, the focus should be enjoying yourself, getting to know one another. So you're picking someone that complements you, someone that drives you, okay? You don't want to pick somebody that puts you down. You want to pick somebody that lifts you up, that helps you to accomplish your goals, that helps you, to be a better person. So this person should be able to come into your life and be able to add to what you already have, okay? Which also means that you have to be full, you have to be whole, because the other person can't come and be a puzzle piece to you. You have to be your own puzzle piece, because what happens is if you make that person a puzzle piece and they come with the piece that goes on the left side, okay, and something happens and the person leaves, they're taking that piece with them, and now you've got the hole right there waiting. And a lot of times you're quick to add somebody else to fill that hole versus filling it yourself. So it's very important that you are whole before the next person comes to add to your life. Also understanding the difference between dating and girlfriend and boyfriend. So dating is literally we just hanging out, we're going on, dates, we're going places, just talking and things like that. We have no labels, no attachments. You do you, I do me, but we see each other casually on a occasion by occasion. And then girlfriend and boyfriend is, you can also date casually. You should also date whoever you are in a relationship with. So don't think that because, we now have the title, we don't have to be intentional about spending time together. Yes, you do. Every time that you spend together, you should be intentional. And what you're doing during those times is not just sitting down watching a movie and kiki. No, we're not doing that. You want to learn about this person. You want to ask them probing questions. What are your dreams and aspirations? What is it that you see yourself doing? What is it that you don't see yourself doing? How does finances look like to you? How does this, that, whatever it is, that buzz that drives you, Ask that person, because this is the time for you to learn about this person, okay? You don't want to wait until you're 3, 4, 5 months, years down the line and then realize, oh, this person got traits that I never wanted. And I just didn't ask the question, so I didn't know. And it's a waste of your time. It's truly and truly a waste of your time. You want that person to be able to eliminate you if you are not what they want. So you don't want to be in a relationship with someone where you've asked no questions and they haven't asked you any questions, and y'all are just, going along and smiling and sunshines and rainbows and butterflies. And then reality sets in and it's like, you're actually not what I was expecting, or you are not what they were expecting. And they strung you along all this time. And then now you're sad because it's been all these months and you're now invested into the relationship. But they really and truly weren't trying to go there with you. So it's very important that you show yourself. Don't be fake. Don't be, I'm just going to put this on or do this, or, whenever you see your partner, then you got a full beat face. And then, what happens when they see you without the makeup? Then what? Then what? Are they going to feel like they have somebody different? Is your personality different when you're with them versus when you're with somebody else? So please, 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 please be true to yourself. Show who you are. It's not possible to get to know somebody 100% while you're dating. In fact, even when you are married, you don't know anybody 100% because you don't even know yourself 100%. There are so many things that I think I like, and then when it happens, I'm like, oh no, never mind. I don't like it at all. So if we change on our own, imagine with somebody else adding onto it. So you're not going to know them 100%, but you do want to know them the best that you can. So also be mindful of red flags. Red flags, red flags, red flags. Red flags are there for a reason. A red flag is something that prompts you to pause and to look at the person and think, do I want to move forward? Do I want to reevaluate? What I don't think you should do is ignore red flags. Red flags are there for a reason. Do not ignore them. A lot of times we see red flags early on in dating and we think, oh, they'll change, or oh, maybe it's not that big of a deal, it's a small thing, and then the small thing adds up, and before you know it, you can't bear it anymore. And a lot of times the things that we break up with for are the same things that were there in the beginning, but because you ignored it in the beginning and you didn't evaluate, you didn't pursue it and figure out how can we move forward from this, it just became something that became unbearable. So if you see a red flag, I'm not saying 100% run, depending on what the red flag is. But you should be able to sit down with the person and say, you know what, this thing that you got going on is giving me a concern. So how can we work on it together? Definitely get some responsible parties, adults involved if possible, just so that you guys are both in alignment, okay? And also recognize that there's a difference between private and secret dating or secret relationships. So private is, that we're together, right? But you don't know where we're going on our date. You don't know what we're talking about. You don't know Secret is, we are in front of you and I'm here, you there, and we don't want to make anybody know that we are together and we're only talking to each other in private and we're hiding and we're sneaking around. That is secret. Secret relationships are not good. You do not want to have a secret relationship, because what happens is that person is not claiming you in public and you are not claiming that person in public. And what that tends to do is it tends to leave gray area for other parties to become involved in a negative way. And then not only that, what is the benefit of a secret relationship? Like, why does it need to be secret? Yes, it can be private, and I don't believe that you should be telling everybody your business, but I strongly go against secret relationships. Secret relationships end you in trouble. If something happened to either one of you, who's going to be there to be able to say, you know what, this, and this happened. It was this, and this person, okay? We will have a series about dating, so we'll discuss some things to do on a date and some things not to do on a date and things like that. So stay tuned for that. There'll be another video coming up this month as well. So basically, just to sum it up, girlfriend, boyfriend can be beautiful when you are ready. There is no rush to be in a relationship. There is no rush to have an addition. Dating is not a flex. Having a partner is not a flex. Okay, what is a flex is walking in your own confidence, walking that I got this, walking in knowing that I am good with or without someone. Okay, do not rely on somebody else for your happiness, and don't think that because all my friends are dating, so I gotta rush and date, and you end up in situations where you really and truly don't want to be. And if you are dating someone, please make sure it's not a hiding thing. Please make sure that you have spoken to a responsible adult that knows what's going on, that can guide you. A lot of times the things that we do in secret come back and they bite us. And believe it or not, what happens in the dark comes to light is a very true saying. It may not come in the light right now, but eventually it will catch up to you. And you don't want it to catch you off guard and it just become a big old mess. So please, please, please make sure that you guys are communicating with your parents, with your guardians, communicating with each other. Make sure that the other person understands your boundaries and your expectations. And also for yourself, strive to remember your expectations and to stick by them. Relationships are beautiful. They are 100% beautiful. What you do with them is what matters. So I ask you guys to be blessed. I pray that you guys continue to thrive, and I will see you next week. Next week, we're going to be discussing my type. It's hilarious. I have a couple of guest speakers, and I know it's going to be such a blessing to you. Talk to you guys later.